Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Julie and I like to talk about handbags here on this channel. And if you're not new and you're returning, thank you guys so much for joining me again for another video today. So today, I have got kind of like a mixed content video to give to you. I do have a reveal of a new bag that I brought into my collection. It has been shown here on Instagram, it has been shown, but I haven't revealed it yet on YouTube. I want to take you into my bag room. I've had some changes made recently up there, thanks to Josh who came into town and kindly insisted that I needed a little bit more storage in my bag room, and then helped me get it all set up. So that was really, really sweet. And then thirdly, I do want to talk a little bit about the Florentine Satchel and show you some differences between some of my satchels that I do have and just kind of my thoughts on it and where I think I'm going to be moving forward with that particular bag style. The Florentine Satchel is by far my favorite style of bag, by far. It really has surpassed the Coach Rogue for me. I do love the Coach Rogue quite a bit, but I tell you what, the Florentine Satchel just does it for me. I don't know what it is. So yeah, Dooney and Burke just Florentine leather just drives me crazy. So that leads me into my reveal. The bag that I picked up is the regular size Florentine Satchel. This is the color Ecru. This is a long time coming color that I have really wanted for a while in my collection. I think I've been wanting an Ecru bag for like a year and a half. I just never pulled the trigger. It's such a light color, and you know, matching it and pairing it with a lot of outfits it's not as easy like if it was one of the brown tone ones, let's just say. But it is so pretty, and it was a toss up between getting the regular size or the mini. And I opted to get the regular because, you guys, there is something happening with Dooney and Burke satchels. I'm gonna get into that later on. But the regular size is a hair smaller now than it used to be. And I'm not the only one who's said that. So a lot of people I've been following Florentine Satchels, you guys, for like the last month consistently on either TikTok or YouTube. And I hate to say this because I absolutely love the brand, but many people are unboxing regulars and they're saying, this looks smaller to me. This looks smaller to me. Well, I think it is truly like about a ½ inch smaller. And I'm gonna compare it to my older regular Florentine satchels and talk to you a little bit about some changes. But needless to say, I love this bag regardless. The price point of these bags is still phenomenal, especially with our inflation and economy and everything like that going on. I still think that this is still a bargain, and most of the time you're getting these bags on deep sale. So I'm not going to complain about that. I do love Dooney and Burke. I love Florentine. I love the company, and I love that they give us such a quality bag at the price that they do. So that's my spiel, but here is the bag up close. She is gorgeous. The one thing I will say about the Ecru is it pops off this brass hardware so beautifully. It also pops off the brown Timoro whip stitching on these handles so nicely. It looks so pretty. I am in my large Florentine Satchel currently. Right now, this is the color Elephant. You can see the brown Timoro stitching here on the handles, but you can really see it well here on the Ecru. It's just amazing, like just the standout. Here is a side-by-side comparison of the two sizes between the large and the regular. And there's a difference, you know, in the height and not so much in the base, but I feel like there's quite a difference in the height. But yeah, this is a little bit of a heavier bag. It's a larger bag, but still not too bad to carry around for everyday usage. So the nice thing though about the regular size satchel is there's no sacrificing, there's no downsizing, there's nothing like that. And I do love the double up strap method, like what I did here on my large one. I love doing that now so much because I love to carry this as the, the short shoulder bag. On the bottom, you have the 4 feet here. There's no reinforcements, and that's something new that Dooney and Burke is shifting more towards, from my understanding. This large one that I did get recently, though, has the reinforcement strips. I wonder if it's just because this one was produced more recently. The other thing that is a little bit different is this base is not as sturdy. It is more malleable, I guess you can say. So there's just some changes that are going on. Here's the thing though, that I'm gonna just say. The prices are still really good, and the fact that you're still getting 4 feet is great. But I just feel like there's just changes that are going on and just stuff to kind of look out for. But yes, I am very pleased with this bag, and I highly recommend them still. I really do. The colors are fantastic. The way that the leather smells is insane. Any color that you get is just gonna be a beautiful shade. I don't know what it is about Florentine bags and just the colors that they all come in amazing. Here's the one thing too I wanna talk to you about Ecru. So this color is a cool white tone. It can lead highly, it can lead more light gray in effect. Some people have received their Ecru bags and they look at it and they return it because they think it's gray. It kind of almost is. Let me compare this to Chalk by Coach. I think this is the best comparison, my soft tabby in Chalk to Ecru. You can see really well the differences. Definitely cool toned, and this is just more of like a warm white, slightly creamy. It does not have so much yellow though that it turns ivory, because Coach does have an ivory, but Chalk is stunning, I will say, and just the perfect, just off-white color. I'm going to show you also just the side-by-side size comparison between the Ruby 25 and this bag. The Florentine Satchel is a much bigger bag, and I would have to say that the Ruby 25 is probably more close in size to either the mini or the micro, kind of like a mix in between those two. So, but no, I just really enjoy the satchel style quite a bit, as you can tell. I have so many satchels, but yeah, this is just something. I think at this point now, you guys, I have bought so many Florentine satchels. I think I'm gonna take a pause on this, on the style in itself. I really enjoy them, but I'm ready to kind of venture out into other styles by Dooney and Burke. One bag that I am obsessed with is called the Tegan. It's not on sale though, because I think it's like a newer, it's a newer style. It's like a smaller hobo, similar to the Florentine hobo that I have, but it's just more petite. It's beautiful. And then there's a couple other styles that I might dive into. I'm not quite sure what those are yet, but I've seen them and I can't remember the names of them, you guys, but yeah, that Tegan is really cool. So just waiting for it to maybe hit sale. I don't know if it will or not. So yeah, this is all I'm gonna show you for right now. And then we're gonna head upstairs and I'm gonna point out to you guys just some differences between the Florentine satchels and then show you my bag room real fast. All right, I'm up here. This is my bag room. I'm not going to show you the other side of this room, you guys, because it's kind of a nasty mess. It's my office. So, but yes, so the exciting new things and the changes are, I have these Billy bookcases here. These are by IKEA. I get asked all the time, like, where are your cabinets from? They're from IKEA, and they're the Billy bookcases, and they are so easy to put together. One double cabinet is now listed, I believe, for like $199 USD. You can get the half cabinet, which I just had, Josh just put in for me over this last weekend, this little half cabinet for $100. So, and it will hold, as you can tell, it's just kind of enough width to hold like a Rogue 25. You can probably squeeze a Rogue 30 in there width-wise. I stuck my Pillow Madisons in there. I had a little overflow of Dooney, so I did stick my Gracie down there. So, but no, I am just so pleased with how everything is laid out. It's just fun to kind of come in here and relax and play with the bags. Over here, I do have some of my other non-Coach bags, although there's a Brooklyn up there. Over here in the open shelf cabinet, those are kind of ones that I'm not as particular about as I am with my my Coach and my Dooney and stuff. I mean, you know how it goes. So, okay, so I want to talk to you though about the regular Florentine satchels, you guys. So we're gonna move over here, and this right here, this is my navy one, and I checked and I bought this bag. It would have been in 2023. I want to say I bought this like in December of 2023, you guys. And it is a thick, very nicely, it is a pebbled Florentine satchel. But the width of these straps is wider now and set more apart than the Florentine satchels of today. So let's just go ahead, case in point, and show you this Ecru one that I just got. And if you put them side by side, and this is probably hard to tell without me changing the angle. In fact, let me change this angle. Okay, this you're gonna see plain as day. This is why people are now saying that they think that their regular Florentine satchels are smaller. I have one buckle here on the left, my navy one, lined up with the buckle of my Ecru, but looky here. So that is a change. That does not necessarily mean though that the white one is smaller in size, but I am going to line these up perfectly now, seam to seam, okay? So seam to seam, and there is a little bit of a difference there. So you can see that the regular Florentine satchels are just a hair smaller now. Here we have this one that has the solid base. You do have the reinforcements. And then here, the base is different. It's a little bit more, it's way more flexible. And then you have no reinforcements underneath the feet. You know, still thankful we have feet. It's just a change, you know, it's a difference. But I'm just going to say right now, this one's built like a brick. This is a brick house. And it's just a difference, you know? So your eyes are not deceiving you when you receive a newer Florentine satchel, especially for you guys who have been collecting the Florentine satchel for a long time. Like if you've been collecting this since they've come out, you're going to see that this is a little bit of a smaller bag. I've also heard too that the large Florentine satchel is an inch smaller, which I don't think is a big deal. I mean, that's such a big bag anyway, but it is a definite difference. Here's one thing I want to point out to you. Like, here's my brown Timora one. This is a regular size one. It's almost kind of like a mix in the middle of these, because I bought this one probably like 6 to 8 months after I bought my navy one. It has the closer in stirrups. I guess you can call these stirrups. They're almost kind of like, you know, just a little, but the feet on this bag, the base is a little bit more sturdier than my Ecru one. And the feet are closer to the edge, whereas the feet on this one are right underneath the buckle right here. Here, the feet are closer to the edge. So that's a definite difference. This one has the same, and it's the same size as my Ecru, okay? But the leather on it feels a little bit more thicker. This leather over here feels a little bit thinner on my Ecru one, but it's soft and smushy and it's smooth. So I do like that. It's just a different feel, you know? But so what does that tell me? Like right now, I think that my Florentine Satchel collection is complete. I don't think I'm going to be buying new Florentine Satchels. One thing I'm going to just say right now is I feel like I'm at a place where I do have peace on the style. But I just want to say, though, that the ones that were produced probably a few years ago might be a little bit better. And I hope that, you know, I don't get hate from Dooney about this video. They're still fantastic bags. They do, I mean, they're just gorgeous. The hardware, you know, 24 karat plated, just insane. So I just wanted to point out those little changes. Let me know if there's any questions that you do have about Florentine. And then also, I just really want to point out to you guys, so many people ask me, can you take this bag out into the rain? That's at your discretion. I don't. But the other day I did get caught in the rain, and that's what happened to my natural hobo, which sucks. Like, I love this bag so much, and it got a lot of water spots all over it. So that's kind of the downfall. Now, will it do it on the other colors? Maybe, maybe not. Like, obviously, if you have a black Florentine satchel like I do up there, it might not show. But I'm not going to risk it anymore. In fact, I'm probably just going to take, like, other bags, like my other pebbled leather Coach bags out in the rain. I'd rather do that than take a Florentine bag in the rain. So, well, thank you guys so much. Again, no hate and shade towards Dooney and Burke. I just want to show you guys, though, that there is a little bit of a change happening with the regular sized Florentine satchel. I have not bought a mini brand new from the brand. So check the bottoms of your bags. You know, it's just different. If you get a bag that doesn't have the reinforced feet, that's still an authentic bag. I just think it's a change that they're making. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and we will talk to you soon in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.